Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into the epic fantasy saga, The Celestial Odyssey. So what are we going to do? We're going to distill this entire massive cosmic quest down into a 5-minute hero's journey. Let's get right into it. Right out of the gate, the story lets you know this is going to be something huge. This isn't just a physical journey from point A to point B. It's a transcendent one. We're setting off on a quest to understand existence itself, moving through these incredible mystical realms to unlock the secrets of the spirit. So who are our heroes? Well, on the surface, they're this charming group of animals you might find at a zoo. Manny the lion, Lily the butterfly, Frank the monkey, and Sylvia the hippo. But the story makes it clear really fast that their real adventure isn't happening on the outside. It's all about the inner shadow each one of them is carrying around. Manny's incredible strength, it's hiding a deep fear of not being good enough. Lily's beautiful song, it's covering up a fear of failure. For Frank, it's this desperate need to be liked, and for Sylvia, it's a crippling fear of rejection. That's the real quest.
All right, so every hero's journey has to start somewhere. And for our crew, it all begins in a world of wonders, which is what sparks the call to adventure. It's a place that's both their home and, well, their cage.
They live in this place called the Zoo of Wonders. It sounds amazing, right? It's an enchanting, magical place. Manny is a wise, talking lion. Lily is a butterfly whose song literally sounds like pure hope. But it's a gilded cage. For a lion who's afraid he isn't good enough and a butterfly who's terrified of failing, this comfortable life is just a constant, quiet reminder of a bigger world they aren't part of and a potential they're not even close to reaching.
So, how do they break free? Well, it comes in the form of an ancient prophecy, a really big one. It talks about a time of great darkness that's going to rise up and put the fate of the entire world in the balance. All of a sudden, the stakes are cosmic, and this prophecy is calling out for 4 unlikely heroes, pulling them toward a destiny way, way beyond the walls of their zoo. And you know what? They answer the call. This kicks off the next big stage of their journey, the perilous path. This is what we call the road of trials, where their courage is about to be tested against some seriously incredible threats.
And their path is a true epic. I mean, we're not talking a walk in the park here. They have to journey through these classic fantasy realms, and each one has its own unique dangers. You've got the enchanted forests with their whispering trees, the haunted hollows hiding ancient secrets, and the mind-bending illusions of the crystal caverns. It's this grueling trek, all of it pushing them toward the final test at the summit of destiny.
And it's not like they're just walking through empty sets, right? These realms are packed with allies and enemies who test them in totally different ways. They get some help from wise dragons and noble centaurs, but at the same time, they're being hunted by cunning wolves and challenged by these mysterious, ethereal guardians. Every single one of these encounters is a trial, basically designed to push them and their friendships to the absolute breaking point.
But here's the thing. All of that, the forests, the creatures, the mountains, it's only half the story. The true heart of this whole Odyssey is the journey they take inside themselves. So now, we're heading into the inner abyss to see how they actually confront those shadows within.
They come to this place called the Isle of Reflection, where their inner demons are literally made real. Manny, this mighty lion, he's forced to look his crippling fear of inadequacy right in the eye and to deal with the heavy weight of being the leader. At the very same time, Lily is being haunted by her own self-doubt, wondering if her song is really enough to make any kind of difference.
And it's the same for Frank the monkey. You know, the playful trickster. He has to grapple with his own reckless behavior, which, it turns out, is all fueled by this deep-seated fear of failure. And Sylvia the hippo. She has to overcome her terror of being rejected and finally learns that her real strength isn't in being alone, but in unity with her friends. Each one has to face their own personal darkness.
And this gets to the absolute core of the entire story, the big takeaway. It says that true courage isn't about being fearless. Not at all. It's about being willing to face that fear, to walk right into the darkness, embrace it, and come out stronger on the other side. This is the single most important lesson all 4 of them have to learn.
So now that they've confronted their inner demons, they are finally ready. This is the part where they forge their own destiny and claim the ultimate boon. This is the climax of their whole quest.
Their final transformation into full-on heroes happens like a flash flood. They uncover these ancient artifacts, they learn how to wield enchanted weapons, they even start to harness the elemental forces of the world itself. But, all of that power doesn't mean a thing without the final, most crucial step. They fully accept their destiny as guardians, ready to face the darkness and finally restore balance.
And the result of their epic battle? Well, the darkness is defeated, balance is restored, but more importantly, our heroes are fundamentally different people. They're not just a talking lion or a singing butterfly from the zoo anymore. They are now cosmic adventurers, actual agents of change who have shaped the destiny of worlds.
So what does that transformation actually look like when the dust settles? We see it all in the final chapter, which is all about the echoes of their Odyssey, their return, and their final form.
I mean, the change in each of them is just profound. Manny, who was once just a talking lion buried under a mountain of doubt, is now a wise and truly confident leader. Lily, who started as a simple singing butterfly, has become a genuine beacon of hope for everyone. Frank's chaotic energy has been forged into a kind of loyal trickery, and Sylvia's quiet power is now a pillar of strength for the whole group. They each became the hero they were always meant to be.
And that, when you get right down to it, is the real secret of the Celestial Odyssey. It uses this huge cosmic fantasy story to basically hold up a mirror to us. It suggests that the greatest, most important journeys we ever take aren't across some mystical land, but through the inner landscapes of ourselves. So the question it leaves us with is a really powerful one. What Odyssey is waiting inside of you?